Joined by Jerry Holub, our plant and garden expert. And Jerry, I think the first thing that comes to mind is we've got cold weather here. What do we need to be doing now?
One of the main things you do with the plants you have outside in the ground, especially things you planted this year, make sure you water them thoroughly. It's extremely dry. Dry ground, if it gets cold, can sometimes kill roots. So make sure you get it watered good. Anything you have outside now, either if you put it in a pot, get it in the garage, or cover it somehow, because by looking at the weather, if it's going to get in the 20s, you got to get in the garage. Just covering it with a sheet won't protect it good enough.
Okay, so
the biggest thing
is everything in if you can.
Yeah, anything you've got in pots outside. If you have any tropical plants you've had outside, get them in right away if you haven't already brought them in.
Okay, what do you have for us here today?
I want to show up different bulb planting. You can still do some bulb planting. We've got a couple daffodils here. Nice thing about those, they are definitely deer resistant, so the deer do not eat them. So you can put them around your garden, and it works great too.
The deer are out everywhere right now.
Yes, they are. They're all over the place. A nice thing about the daffodils are too, they bloom for a long time when they come up. So you can enjoy them for a long time. Yep. And I brought something here that's kind of cool. These are almost like a space needle, I call it. They're called Alliums. They have a straight stem that goes up and a big globe that's on the top of them when they do bloom.
Interesting. This kind of look like, when I look at them, they almost look like onions from
the side. Oh yeah. And with all these bigger bulbs, make sure you plant them 6 inches deep.
Okay.
Small bulbs, if they're real small, you can plant them 4 inches deep. Make sure you get them the proper depth. Now, something I showed last week, and I had several phone calls on already. People have trouble with Japanese beetles every spring. This is garlic. It actually repels them and keeps Japanese beetles away. So put them around different plants you've got that Japanese beetles like to eat on. Just get them planted yet. You can plant it yet this year.
And then just let it sit there all winter.
Yeah, just let it in the ground. Now, with any bulbs you plant too, make sure you water them in good too. Whatever you got, be sure you water them in good.
Okay.
Now, I brought some blooming plants. These are all, of course, indoor plants I've got across the front here. This middle one is a Cyclamen, this pinkish salmon color.
That is beautiful.
It's really nice. Those blooms will last, that plant will be blooming for another probably 2 months yet. And then it'll be time to get a poinsettia.
Oh, yes.
We'll talk about them later, too.
Okay.
Yes. I want to show you here, too. This is really pretty here. Up in Ames, we have a lot of herbs. We probably got over 20 varieties of herbs. This one's kind of neat because the foliage is pretty. It's a variegated sage. You can use it in cooking. And we have basil up there. We have rosemary, all different herbs that way, too, that are up there. And I brought some other plants here. These are just some indoor plants again, too. They're called Cyclamen. I mean, not Cyclamen. They're called Sedums and stuff that I've got here. Those are, nice thing about those, you water them about once a month is all you have to water them.
Yeah.
That way too. Where, other plants in your house, and make sure indoor watering, no matter what you have, use room temperature water and don't overwater them. Just water usually once a week is good enough. Water it good, let it dry out. If it's next to an air vent coming out the floor, you may have to water a little more often, but it's better to keep them on the drier side.
Okay.
But the biggest thing, remember, just get out there, get things covered that you can, or bring them inside, especially by Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah, Monday night, Tuesday. One final question for you. You mentioned about how important it is to water right now because it's been so dry.
Right.
Does that apply to everything? Because at this point, we don't have any really good prospects for rain.
No. If you have something that's even been planted in the last couple of years, water it thoroughly because that'll get it through the winter okay. Because if the ground cracks, the cold goes down those cracks and it'll kill the roots. So as long as you get it good and wet, those water crystals will protect the roots.
Okay. Awesome. Jerry, thank you so much. If you have questions for Jerry, you can get in touch with him at the bottom of your screen, the phone number there. And of course, remember to visit Jerry at Holub Greenhouses in Ames, correct?
Yep.
All right, Jerry, thank you so much.